Big game today against Inter at the San Siro. This is huge. Hello? Picasso, what's wrong, mate? I cannot play against the Inter. My calf, she no good. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 13, Episode 4 here at H&W World as we look to win the Champions League with the Northern Irish club. And today, Inter away in the Champions League. If we have any hopes of getting out of the group, we need at least a point from that one, to be honest. And then it's going to be Dungannon in the league, a team we have struggled with against in the past, but hopefully not today. Picasso is injured. We've been dealt a massive blow coming into this one. He is a European striker, and, well, he strained his calf, so he's going to miss at least the Inter game away, possibly more European games as well. So that is a blow. Obviously, McManus, who he signed to kind of be a backup to him in Europe, is also injured, which means McCracken, who is just back from injury himself, is going to most likely have to get the start for us today. And it's a massive blow to lose Picasso, I'm not going to lie. It hurts. It really, really does. Now, one other thing to catch you up on off the field is the under-18s. They're done, to be honest. They've lost it again against Inter, their under-20s. I mean, there's no shame. I mean, Dortmund, Inter, and Zagreb, they are three of the better youth systems in Europe, aren't they? So we've been drawn into a really tough group there for the kids' sake. Not disgracing themselves. Only a negative 4-goal difference over 3 games. That's acceptable, isn't it? Narrow defeats, but defeats nonetheless. Now, there are 3 games to catch you up on since last episode, so let's go and start that. First one was against Glentoran in the league. Of course, we lost, didn't we, last time out? The unbeaten run is gone. Let's see if we could start a new one. McDade gave us a first half lead. McKay made it 2-0. And McDade got our third before half-time, before completing his hat-trick in the second half. And McKay made it 5-0. Did I say Glentoran? I meant, of course, Glenavon. We just killed them from set pieces in this one. It's always a strange one, isn't it? We didn't score from open play, yet it was comfortable. So is it a disappointing performance, or did we just do what we needed to do? Either way, we got the 3 points, so that is excellent. Next up, it was in the League Cup, a third-round tie against Belfast Celtic, I think it was. Let's go see how that went. Napoleon played in late to put us in front, before scoring one of his own. And he then got a second after half-time, before academy player Joe McLean completed the scoring with his first Welders goal. So this was the Napoleon show, essentially, from start to finish. A 9.42 goals, but it was a team of a few new names in there as well. McLean, who got that last goal, a nice one as well. He came through the academy, potentially very, very good. So we're giving him a little bit of game time at the age of 16 to see what he can do. And first impressions there, he can do a little bit. And the other new name is up front here, Gray. Now, he came through, I believe, the same youth intake as Gary Turpie, but, I mean, he's very, very decent. He just isn't quite as good as Turpie. I've been trying to loan him out. Have I ever loaned him out? No, I haven't loaned him out as of yet. But with the injury crisis we have up front just now, I gave him a game, and he was quite good, and there is a decent player there as well. So, we probably, hopefully, will see a lot more of him. But anyway, that was job done in the League Cup. Final game to catch you up on was against Larne. This was, I believe, in the County Antrim Shield. So let's see how we did in that one. Picasso put us in front, but Larne pulled level before half-time. Ozioma picked out Picasso's run to restore our lead, before Abbott did the same for Picasso's hat-trick. And McQuaid played in Picasso to get a 4. And then he got injured, wouldn't you know it? How's our luck on that one? It was a new record in the County Antrim Shield, his 4 goals, and it was just an absolutely fantastic performance from him. Now, this took place during an international break as well, which is kind of why it's a bit of maybe a stronger team than otherwise we would have played. But anyway, very, very good there. So 2 cup wins, a league win there as well. And if we have a look at what this all means for the competition screen, we have a game in hand against Larne, but we are 4 points back. So we can't We can't catch them, obviously, but Dungannon, I think, is our game in hand that we have coming up. You can see we're currently tied on 3 points with Inter, which is why away from home, if we can take a point, it could be absolutely massive. We've got Glentoran in the League Cup quarter-final. We've got Glentoran in the County Antrim Shield semi-final. And we've got Larne coming up again, do we? Potentially, if we get past Greenock Morton in the Caramel Wafer Cup. That would be, a quarter-final there as well. So we're facing a lot of familiar teams in a lot of competitions here. But let's go and see what we're doing against Inter. It is Champions League future on the line here. You can see we're expecting a defensive 4-3-3, I suppose you'd call that. And this is the team that we are sending out. It is Zayanetti in goal, Ellis, Kidd, Martin and Hill. Martin has made his international debut since last episode. I mentioned there was an international break. He made his Irish debut, so well done to him. Lutit and Resnashek. I said I didn't want to confuse things and play him as a defensive midfielder. Away from home against Inter, he's going to have to learn because we can't. We've got to. It's Scully, Atwell, and McKay. McCracken, as I say, go us up top. He is short of match sharpness. It's a massive game for him. We do have Armstrong on the bench. He's not fit for 90 minutes. He's still coming back to fitness, of course, after his injury. We really have been hit by injuries this season, haven't we? We've also got Potoknik, Monaghan, Napoleon, Brady, and McDade on the bench if we need them. We can see everybody else there. Turpie, of course, as a reminder, is injured, as is Picasso and McManus. So we've got 3 injuries. All of them are strikers. And, yeah, well, let's see what we can do. Hopefully the defense plays well. Alright, so here we go. Giuseppe Meazza, that's the San Siro. We can see a couple of familiar names there. Kabak he went to Liverpool, did he not? Also in their lineup, Rafael Leao, for all you Leeds United fans out there, and Mason Greenwood as well as up top for them. So, yeah, as I say, a few familiar names. But we're just going to take the pressure off, don't we? Show everyone what you've got here. There's no pressure on you whatsoever. We'll point our fingers, out we go, and, well, we'll see what McCracken can do. It's his first real big chance with us. So, Champions League football, it's a glamour tie, isn't it? Away to either of the Milan clubs, obviously, is the glamour tie, but Inter it is today. And, yeah, we'll just see how we do. This is the formation, of course, that fed us so well last season. So let's hope if we can keep a clean sheet today, then that would be huge. You can see performances since last episode. They did improve, albeit not necessarily against the strongest opposition, although Larne, obviously, are a strong opposition, but it was the County Antrim Shield, so how serious they were taking it, I guess, is a question. And yeah, I mean, it wasn't necessarily our strongest team we put out either. I am sort of trying to build a little bit of. We've got a highlight here, starting with us in possession. Now, are we going to give this away? Resnashek has it. He goes cross field. There it is, being given away, and now you start to fear for us, don't you? Ball in behind. It is Mason Greenwood, and it is 1-0. And that all seemed very, very preventable, didn't it? I mean, it's easy to say I don't know what that pass was about, but, you know, if he gets Scully in behind, then, you know, we're standing up and saying what a wonderful pass. But we really couldn't afford to fall behind in this one, could we? Was it close to offside? No, it's fine. All right, let's give them some more encouragement. We've got a corner to defend. We know that this tends to not go well for us in Europe. We've got that one away, though. Here we go with Kean Scully, and he's got McCracken with him. They've got a lot of defenders back. Scully loses out, and is it going to come back the other way now? I'm already not liking a little bit of what I'm seeing here, so let's force them in. Atwell goes back. Cross in, and Hill at the back post loses out. It's 2-0, 2 quick goals for Inter. And I think the European Champions League dream for this season is already drifting away. I do wonder a little bit if it's a case of we've signed a lot of players sort of for the first team. I mean, you look at, well, the entire midfield basically is new for this season. They're players that should serve us well in the future, and injuries as well obviously aren't helping. But I do wonder a little bit if it's maybe a little bit too much we've made in terms of changes for this season. Oh, for Christ's sake, guys, that is ridiculous. Let's lower the tempo. I mean, that's a simple pass. Well, you'd almost go as far as to say this isn't working right now. I mean, that is... So do we go and change things? Do we just open up? At 3-0, let's be honest, the head-to-head's gone as well, isn't it? We're not going to beat them by more than this at home. So we might as well see if we can change her up a little bit. Let's get Reznicek forward. I mean, Latit is... Let's get him in there as a ball winner. Hope he doesn't get himself sent off. Let's try this. It's just a basic... Your old-fashioned change everything. And hope that it works. Can we win that? We can. Kid gets it forward. It's there for McCracken. He's surrounded by Inter defenders. Back to Reznicek. To Latit. Back to Reznicek. Wide looking for Scully. On this occasion, he finds him. Hill's getting himself forward down that right-hand side as well. And is he now going to get caught out? Oh, for Christ's sake, we're getting ripped to shreds. Mason Greenwood, is that 4 for him, or is that just the hat-trick? Yeah, I think we can say that this is not going to plan. Decent first-time block there by Kidd, but there wasn't much we could do when it fell back to Greenwood there, was there? And the disappointing thing, here's try berating, is that it's not even close. XG would suggest that we're slightly unlucky. We'll cling to that for now, but can we get something back here before half-time? Reznicek for McKay. McKay back there for Scully, and it's an absolute bullet finish from Kean Scully. It's 4-1 just before half-time. We've got something to cheer at least. And, you know, if we can come out and win the second half, then maybe we have something to cling to. But good finish from Kean Scully, wasn't it? Didn't miss that. Martin McKay did well to pick him out. And I tell you what, if we get back to 4-2, then maybe you never know here. If Inter fallen asleep on us, Reznicek chips it in. It's headed away. Back to Reznicek. To Latit. Crossfield ball there for Ellis. Atwell. Can we slip a pass in here somewhere, I wonder? There's a ball for Atwell. For Scully! Oh! Scully was offside anyway. But I tell you what, we've finished that half nicely. And... well, we can't be... Theo Walcott is not impressing me with some of the things he's saying as an assistant manager, I've got to say. But we probably just need to keep the pressure off, don't we? There's no point screaming at them. They're well beaten. Try and build a little bit of confidence here. And... yeah, see what it does. Lutit's not working, so let's get Napoleon on for him. See what he can do. Reznicek's only playing a 6.3, which doesn't help things. We'll keep McDade fresh for the league. I mean, we'll give McCracken. McCracken's not playing well either. Can we try and demand more? I mean, you've got to say credit to us. We're in the 80th minute. Second half, we've at least looked like we belong on the same field as Inter here. Can we invert the old last goal wins rule? Maybe we shouldn't do that just yet. McKay gives it away. Can we get... oh, we should have won that ball back, surely. They're running rings around us, and Mason Greenwood has 4. Forget last goal wins. Last goal, the first half wins. McCracken's only playing a 6-2. Reznicek's only playing a 6-4. Everybody else in there, the match ratings aren't actually that bad. But we've been... well, not on the same planet, unfortunately for us. Now, come on, guys. Don't go and concede in waves again, please. I mean, what can you do? It's one of these that we'll have to have a look at the match, that sort of the analysis report thing, and see what we can learn from it. Yeah. Oh, and they've taken a point off Dortmund. They haven't, have they? Come on, Dortmund, get the winner. And that could not have gone any worse for us. It means we will now have to... I mean, we would have wanted to do it anyway, but we won't... No one can fault you. Guys, I am absolutely furious at that. Let's start with that. So, yeah, we're going to have to take something off of... And they've come from 2-0 down to... We're going to have to take something off of Zagreb now at home, which you'd like to think we could do anyway, but that couldn't have gone any worse, could it? It could not have gone any worse. Ellis and Kidd are now going to be suspended for a game. So that is the return leg against Inter. And, yeah, well, there we go, guys. That has... It's back to the drawing board for your European formation, isn't it? What worked for us last year is not working for us this year. Now, that could be down to the fact that Reznicek and Lutit is a case of Lutit just not being good enough. Though he should be okay. Reznicek is playing out of position. Maybe we need to have a rethink on that one. That could be something that's on me. But it's not working this season, and is it injuries that's kind of hurting us? Not having Armstrong, not having a known striker, let's say. Yeah. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll be back to face Dungannon next, and let's hope we can even up the goal difference this episode in that one. Okay, welcome back. We are about to host the Dungannon Swifts, and, well, it's an opportunity to close that gap right back down now to Larne at the top. This is a big game. We do need to win this. We're expecting a 5-3-2 from them, and this is the team we're sending out. There's only been 1 day's gap between the Inter embarrassment and this one, so we've had to change everything up. So Zanetti in goal, Abbott, Lewis, Volga, and Monaghan. Now, of course, Abbott's going to have to play at home to Inter, so we need him to start performing a lot more like these attributes and a lot less like he has been. It's going to be Miss Kelly and Up Richard in midfield, Brady, Armstrong, and Lake in further forward in midfield, I should say. McDade goes up top. And, well, we've got a bench of Potoknik, of Hill, McQuaid, Napoleon, Budgie, and McCracken. Let's see how we get on. So these are the team sheets, and quite a few familiar names in the Dungannon lineup. Neil Taylor, who was our goalkeeper for a little while, I believe. Also there, Omar Robin, who we had at left back, you may remember. Giuseppe Cantini, our Australian midfielder who came through our academy, who we let go. And I think that is just about it. So quite a few potential hauntings to come back against us here. Vogler's looking aggressive, so that's good to see. I'm expecting to see a much better performance tonight. I think we just have to go with that, don't we? And I tell you what, it looks like it may have worked as well. So yeah, let's see if we can put that into... I mean, I'm sort of... A part of me thinks I can put it down to injuries, and, you know, we've got players that are coming back to match sharpness, players that just obviously weren't available. But even so, 6-1 is not... That's not, oh, we you know, there's some excuses there for us. That is something wasn't right. Now, whether I got something wrong in the build-up, something that I've said, whether tactically it's not working for us this season. I wonder perhaps as Lake gets in behind here, can he pull it back for McDade? He can, and McDade, he's so good in the league, isn't he? Maybe we should have given him a little bit of time against 200th goal for the club. Well, there we go. McDade, 200 for the Welders. Obviously not all of those are in the league, but unless it was 200 league goals, I could just kind of call it at the end there. But a good cross from Lake. And as I said, maybe we should have given McDade a little some time against Inter, but well, there we go. We didn't. I was keeping. I mean, it wouldn't have made a difference, would it? Once we got down to 3-0, we were never going to realistically come back and take anything off of them, or even if it was at home. But yeah, I do wonder a little bit if maybe not having Armstrong in the number 10 role hurt us there. I mean, we were completely outplayed, weren't we? I mean, at least when we lost to Dortmund, we saw that it was set pieces. That was a complete ripping to pieces from essentially start to finish. Brady gets down the side now. Can Brady? Oh, Brady with the outside of his foot gets a fourth of the season. It's 2-0, and we are doing our very best to get the aggregate this episode back to, well, if not positive, at least even. Nice little pass there from Miss Kelly in behind. And a little bit of help from the goalkeeper, Endor defender there. And it goes in for 2-0. Wonderful stuff. But yeah, if you guys have any thoughts, let me know. I mean, can we just write it off as a bad day? You know, away from home. Was it just a bad day? I mean, the other thing, of course, is making excuses with strikers and not having Armstrong. That's not the reason we conceded 6, is it? I mean, that's not what those sorts of players are in the team to do. So, yeah, it's obviously disappointing. Another ball in, and it's there for Brady again. Brady has 5. It's a nice finish, isn't it? Well up was that volley, at least knee height, wasn't it? And he's absolutely smacked it in. Dylan Lake and Brady. I mean, I say, should we given these guys a game? I mean, we had McKay and it's a good finish. Really, I mean, that's unstoppable from Brady. We had, I mean, Scully for Brady. Maybe you could make an argument there, but Lake and McKay. McKay is just the better player, isn't he? So, yeah, we'll see. The goal now, I mean, it's so frustrating that I'm sure I said that Zagreb might take something at home against one of the Dortmund or Inter, which they've done, obviously. It's gone through for Brady again. Defender gets just enough on it and goes down for a penalty. McDade to take. And let's see what he can do. Brady on a hat-trick. Would maybe like to have taken this one. But McDade is the better penalty taker, even though his record isn't fantastic. He gets it past Taylor, though. Not quite sure how. It's a 10th of the season now for Aaron McDade. A 2nd of the game. He is, of course, chasing a 4th consecutive European Golden Shoe, which is the top goal scorer in all of Europe. So that would be a phenomenal achievement. Yes, the standard of opposition is not obviously what some of the actual good strikers in Europe are going to be facing, but you've still got to put those chances away. And it makes you wonder a little bit. I mean, there's obviously, Football Manager is not perfect in simulating what happens in the real world. Brady gets another goal, a hat-trick for him before half-time, 5-0, and that is now the aggregate of the episode evened up. So at least you've seen some goals today, although we would have liked a few less going in against us, against Inter, and a few more perhaps going in. But, I mean, in real life, if McDade had got the European Golden Shoe once, there would have been some club come in and take a gamble on him. But after 3 times, he wouldn't be with us anymore, would he? He would have. There would have been a bid come in that we wouldn't have been able to resist. But like I say, obviously it's not going to be perfect. But you just wonder things like that if there is a way to code it in. But anyway, I'm glad he's here. We wouldn't want to sell him anyway. Because what I like about him, as I've said before, he's really not good enough for Europe. Although maybe I do need to give him more of a chance. But what I like about him is he's just sort of in the league. He just plug and play. Just put him up top, and he's going to score goals. We have the players behind him to create chances, and well, he doesn't miss many of them, does he? Up Richard across there for Vogler. Can he get himself a goal? No, he goes wide for Lake. What's he doing on the right hand side? He's going to have another go at this, is he? Yes, he is. Vogler, I'm not quite sure why our centre-back is out there. Wins it back, though. Lake. Left foot across to Armstrong. It's patient, I'll give us that. Everybody's out of position. There's the ball for Brady, and Brady can't get a 4th of the game. I tell you what, if he had got a 4th there, early in the second half, you'd start and think, might he be able to go on and get a league record? I think the league record is 5, isn't it? Which I think McDade actually owns. But here we go. Free kick. Armstrong stands over it. It would look good for a second. Who do I have on the bench here? Do we have anybody we want to give? Let's give Boubacar Badji a game. We'll take Brady off. He's got his hat-trick. He's not going to do anything more than that, is he? Good opportunity to help train him in this new position, of course, as well. Boubacar Badji, of course. We signed him from Marseille. He's a little bit of an experiment just to see if he comes off or not. There's nobody else. Could we give Potoknik some game time? Lewis is on a booking. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So let's get Potoknik on for him, and we'll keep a sub up our sleeve just in case we need it. Cantini from our academy stands over the ball. Potoknik heads it clear. And let's see what becomes of this. Lake should pick that up, does he? He does. That's there for McDade. McDade looking for a hat-trick, of course, still. McDade gets it wide there for Badji. Our first look at him on the channel, I think, isn't it? What can he do? He goes himself. And not much to see there. More defending to do from a set piece. McDade again is there. That's the other thing McDade offers, is from a set piece. He does have that jumping reach that can help us defend them. A little bit of he's a Didier Drogba of Belfast, isn't he? There's a good ball for Potoknik. What's Potoknik doing up there? A centre-back. Is it his first goal for the club? I think it might be. It's his first of the season. Did he get one or two maybe last season? He would have been a chance from a set piece, but what's he doing? Why is our centre-back playing left wing? I tell you what, he's got there, and he hasn't half put it in the back of the net. 6-0, Potoknik with a wonderful goal. And, well, there we go. Hopefully that's made up for it a little bit, this episode. Disappointment against Inter. Massive disappointment against Inter, but 6 goals in the league against Dungannon. And, we'll have to say, don't get complacent, I think, but that was quite good. So Cantini suffers defeat against former team. Brady with a hat-trick was, as ever, phenomenal. Well done to you, Mr. Brady. And if we go and have a look at what that means for the league table, let's go here so it's a little bit bigger for you people watching on phones. We are 1 point back now of Larne. The goal difference is +10 in our favour. And, well, it's all back on again, isn't it? Title race back on. If Linfield were to win their game in hand, they go to 20 points, so they wouldn't be done yet. But let's hope that they're not going to be causing us too many problems. But guys, that'll do it for today. If you have enjoyed that, I apologize. 6-1 is not what we expect from our team anymore, is it? So that was really disappointing. But we came back in the league, and we'll be back next time for the game against Inter, and then we'll skip through a couple of these pointless cup games, and then we will be at the Westfalen Stadion in Dortmund, one of the grounds of Europe I really want to go to. And yeah, chances are next episode may not see us get too many points, but let's hope we get some improved performances. Take care.